Hey y'all. Hold on. I think I dropped my headphones. Hold on. All right. I was gonna do wait. Hey y'all. Let's talk. Let's talk. This is Chit Chat. Hey Ted, miss you, boo. This is just Chit Chat. I really want to do a video on who is Kai Sanat. This I want to do a cool video on that for like us that are a little older. Um I am so proud of this kid, Kai Sanat, for some reason. I've been watching all his stuff. Not for some reason. He did so much. And his mother, and I'm just so proud of Kai Sanat, that streamer. And I don't know much about the only time I went to Twitch was to see Shay. Shout out to Shay, Late Night Crew. Him and his wife just celebrated their anniversary. We're praying for you, Shay, and we hope you had a wonderful anniversary and all the goodness comes your way. Because let me tell you, Shay had a rough year last year, and he's still going through it, all because he wanted to talk about Dolton. That's all he wanted to do. That's all he wanted to do. He wanted to come over here and talk about Dolton, and just like everybody else was. That's all Shay wanted to do. Come talk about Dolton. And let me put Shay's in the chat. Let me put his sorry guys. My new computer, it is fabulous, but I'm not on there right now. So forgive me. I'm actually setting up my new computer. Shout out to Potato Gaming. And this is Shay's so subscribe to Shay. He's almost at like 20K pretty soon. Please subscribe to him. So my new computer is set up because I'm getting ready to cover Sister Wives and Seeking Sister Wives, but I'm behind in my TV watching because I was doing my fashion. And so forgive me, my Sister Wives people. And I just been having a lot going on, but I set it up so I could be on camera. So I had to get my camera and my ring light and all that stuff set up. So I'm coming to y'all by this weekend. So I'm on my old computer to do this, but let's talk about Dolton. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary, where we talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. If you guys are new here, just wanted to say that. So we're going to talk a little bit about Dolton. We're going to cover the Romeca situation a little bit. You guys, if you didn't know, I don't monetize my Romeca content. The only reason this is monetized is because we're talking about multiple things. So I just wanted to bring that up because I think that Romeca needs to be talked about so people don't forget her. So I'm not ragging on anyone. I think that the more you talk about it, the less they forget about the person. So yeah, shout out to all the people talking about saying her name. So hey Tracy, my love bug. Okay. Let's talk about Dolton. So bring Tiffany back. Okay, y'all clip this how you want to. Let me tell you this. Bring Tiffany Henyard back. Okay. So let me tell you why. I want Tiffany back. I don't care who says I said it. I want her back. Okay. So bring Tiffany back. Okay. Y'all. So today I was minding my business. And it's something. Hey, exactly, Erica. You guys follow my girl too. That I love that you cover the Huntsville and all that stuff. I be cracking up on those streams. Oh my goodness, you guys do a great job. Exactly, Erica in the house. I get all my reality stuff. I could clean the whole house when I finish with her stream. I did clean the whole house. I love it. So y'all, okay, so y'all bring Tiffany back. Yes. Okay. I don't care who is mad that I said it. Bring Tiffany back. It's something, y'all. Okay, so who been watching the board meetings? Because I missed the last one. It's something going down in Melanie Fitness. Okay. Y'all protect me at all costs because something's going down at Melanie Fitness. I don't know if they're bringing the sandwiches back. I don't know what they're trying to do, but is something going down. They're building something in there. They're cleaning it up. What is happening? And was that on the warrant list? Is cars there constantly? It wasn't like that. It's something weird going on in Melanie Fitness. Is it the sandwiches? I don't know. Okay. I said it. So today I said, okay, it was a line to get into Melanie Fitness because all these cars and people coming in and out, they slowing up because people don't know where they're going. So I couldn't finish what I had to finish there. So then I went down Sibley instead of going down Greenwood to go to Food for Less. I just wanted some chicken breasts. I wanted to make orange chicken tonight or either chicken breast, broccoli, and some I love that Nor's rice. I was gonna get that the broccoli and cheese rice. Do you guys like that Nor's side rice? That's why I'm gonna have some chicken breast, some broccoli, or either orange chicken. But I needed chicken breast. I had everything else in the house. I just needed chicken breast. It's 3,000 people out there. You can't even walk in. And you know I'm exaggerating by 3,000, but you can't even walk in the middle of the day because they standing out there for you to sign their petitions. Everybody running for something. Everybody running for something. So I can't even get in the Food for Less because you got people hounding you. Sign this, sign that. And it's just overkill. So basically we got to go to Indiana to get our food because because in Dolton, that's where people stand. They stand outside the Food for Less. They stand outside the Dollar Tree and the laundromat sometimes. And they just want you to sign all day, all day. So I need a Tiffany Henyard food box. What I miss about Tiffany is she would knock on people's doors randomly or have her people from Thornton Township knock on the doors and drop off a food box. And if you said, hey, I got a friend around the corner that need a food box, they would go around the corner if they were eligible and drop off the food box there too. Kamal would be driving the BMW and they would drop off the food boxes. Okay. Bring Tiffany back. Oh my goodness. I'm so hungry right now. So Tracy, into the story, I didn't even go into the grocery store because it was too many people trying to get signatures. I'm like, would y'all sit down? But good luck to those running. I don't even know who it was because I didn't even go in there. I was like, no. Oh, no. I'm lying. One person running is Jesse Jackson Jr. Yes, that Jesse Jackson Jr. Now, what is he running for? No, I'm lying because I had to go get gas because I'm just all messed up. So I had to go get gas, and as I was getting gas, I heard the man say, "Who is why are those people out there?" And they were like, "It was Jesse Jackson Jr." And then the other day, I think I reported to you guys that Jesse Jackson Jr. is rerunning for something. I don't know, and I feel so bad because he has a brother. And his brother runs for stuff all the time, but his name is just not. I think one of his brothers do have a position, but his name is just not as prominent as Jesse Jackson Jr. And you guys, we did a show talking about Jesse Jackson and Harold Washington and all that stuff with Big Mike and Gardis. Please check out that content. But it's just something. Jesse Jackson Jr., he went to jail, right? But people still love him. People still love him. True story. At one time, Jesse Jackson Jr. was going to run for mayor of Dolton. This is a little Dolton history. So he was going to run for the mayor of Dolton at one time against Mayor Shaw. And then I don't know what happened, but everybody became cool. And then Jesse Jackson Jr. used to be at the Village Hall all the time, kicking it. And another one, it was another guy. I can't think of his name. It's I wish Gardis was in the chat. It was E. He got in trouble recently. Hey Carefree. I can't think of his name, but he just got in trouble. His dad was real prominent. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, they would run around the village of Dolton all the time. But yeah, Jesse Jackson is now running for something, and the people are out here getting petitions. I will find out what more I can later. But I found that very interesting. But yeah, you couldn't even get in the, I couldn't even get my chicken breast, Tracy. Okay. So that's all I want to say about that. But yeah, y'all, I think they bringing the sandwiches back to Melanie Fitness. So remember, Berg is sort of like, I'm just basically reporting, but I don't know what happened. But that Melanie Fitness is crowded. Are they gonna make it a police station number 2? Are they gonna keep, are they building it out? See, okay, this is my theory. Because I'm not nobody, I'm just an old lady with a computer over here. But this is my theory. So Tiffany wanted this to be the police station number 2, but it still got the pool in there. So it looks kind of weird. So would they do half, because it used to be, I'm sorry, would they do half Melanie Fitness, which we got to play the video. Hold on. Would they do half Melanie Fitness? And would they do half the police station? I don't know. But okay, so this is my theory as someone that this is my theory. The not being too nosy. Not being too nosy, right? Hold on. Not being too nosy. I'm gonna say it. I was trying to choose my words carefully. The trucks that were rolling in there was not big enough for construction for Dolton to be doing it. It wasn't like it's no shade, no tea. It was like a handyman type of situation, a rented truck. It didn't look like and it's no shade. And let me be clear, if it is a small business that got a contract, kudos to them. I'm not shading them. It didn't look like it was. Do y'all know what I'm trying to say? And then it's all through the night, all in the morning. Who is in there? What's happening? Are the sandwiches coming back? It's very it's a multi-purpose. Hey Scott. Yeah, it's, and we gotta play the video. Here we go. We gotta play the video.
It's a community center, a taxpayer-funded facility, not a place where you'd expect to find a risque pool party complete with an advertised cash bar and exotic dancing. We have video of the party, so a warning, this story may not be appropriate for more sensitive viewers. To investigator Pam Zeckman, live tonight in South Suburban Dolton, where the party has...
Tracy talking about, did you see the video warning of coyotes? Okay, we're going to play that next, because let me tell you this. The coyotes better be scared of the pit bulls around here and the raccoons. Now, I'm not, let me tell you, we're going to watch that video next. Thanks for saying that, Tracy, because I didn't see that. I'm going to say this. I'm not scared of no coyote. It's not enough. First of all, it's not enough foliage. A coyote, that coyote is going to end up on somebody's barbecue grill for the next for the next day at the park. I'm not worried about a coyote over in Dolton. Now I do know, like out in areas where it's more trees and stuff like that, a more forest. Yes, I remember it was a coyote. My dog was on the porch and he was a little bitty dog, and a coyote. Y'all watch your dogs. If you have little dogs, they will come get your dog. So be careful of that. But yeah, the coyotes better be scared of the bullets and the pit bulls out here. That's what's going to happen, Tracy.
Been the subject of hot debate, Pam.
Rob, hot debate that continued tonight at the village board meeting, where trustees demanded that new rules and rental policies be passed to prevent a party like this from ever happening again. The Melanie Fitness Center in Dolton has a large pool and exercise room, and last month, the taxpayer-owned facility was used for a racy adult pool party. Among the featured guests,
and I just got to turn it up because, see, y'all keep on, they always skip over me in this white bathing suit. That's me right there.
and exercise room. And last month, the taxpayer-owned facility was used.
There go Berg. Look at me, y'all. I would in my dreams. In my dreams, my knees would have been in the pool. The knees would have been in the pool.
For a racy adult pool party. Among the featured guests, a dancer named Lonnie Pop.
Wow.
Your reaction when you first saw this video?
I couldn't believe it. They was making it rain on her derriere with $1 bills. That type of activity belonged at a strip joint or at a private club, not in a village owned.
First of all, that swimsuit was $200. Okay. So that did not belong in it was $289. And it was hand crocheted. Okay. So shout out to Berg. And if you guys are interested in possibly getting your fashion game up, just go ahead and email me at burgundybluecommentary@gmail. You know, don't judge me. Just look at the work I do. Okay. Now I just want to go back to this crochet swimsuit.
Type of activity belonged at a strip joint.
Ignore
or
the
at
booty.
A private club, not in a village owned and operated building.
The fitness center manager rented the space to promoters for $500. Stubbs and other village officials say they were never consulted.
The party should not have went on.
Dolton trustee Dwayne Muhammad chairs the fitness center committee, and his son is the general manager. Muhammad.
So I just wanted to go back because that was still there the last time I was in Melanie's, which was was it last year? No, it was when they had FEMA up there. So I went in there for FEMA when we had the flood out here, but they still had the pool. So that was like yeah, it was like over a year. So from it just doesn't look like whatever's happening up there. Are they going to start renting it out for parties? I'm trying to figure out what's going on up there. I'm not sure, but it is pretty busy up there. Look, don't come. Hey, Nikita, what's his name? Ed, I know y'all listening. Don't come over here for me. I'm reporting the news. Okay. I know y'all listening. I'm just reporting the news. Okay. Yeah, it was a twerk liquor party, but it was wholesome. It was very wholesome.
Muhammad says there was nothing illegal or even improper.
It was a pool party, and with a pool party, people have on bathing suits. And that's how young people dance nowadays. So you cannot censor how people dance at a pool party.
The promoter says no alcohol was served at the party, and the cash bar ad was a mistake. He defended Pop's routine, adding that there was no nudity.
Thank you. End of my report, ma'am.
At the board meeting tonight, a video of the pool party was shown, and trustees moved to ban all adult pool parties.
The way the ladies were looking, it cracks me up because, in my head, people were saying, I heard people say, oh, they were jealous. No, I think they were listening or looking like, child, they were like me, girl. If it was a camera back in my day, if it was YouTube and TikTok back in my day, oh no, it would have been a whole different ball game. That's how I thought they were looking.
He's at the Melanie Center in the future.
Why would we want to put a black eye on this village for people to look at across this state? And everybody here probably agrees that it's wrong. And all we got to do is stop it.
Okay, so wait a minute. Scott said they should bring it back. They should bring it back. Call it twerking for the Pope. Twerk. I can see that. Popping for the Pope. Hope for the Pope. Pose for the Pope. I can see all of that. Pope and pose and sandwiches. That might be what it's gonna be. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I got frustrated trying to just go get some chicken breast. So now I got to figure out what I'm gonna eat now. I don't know. Anybody give me an idea. I cannot eat anything else with no sodium, that much sodium in. I've been eating noodles all week. Like pasta, ramen, processed meat. I got it back. I just want some chicken breast, some broccoli, and some rice. That's what I wanted. That's it. But nope, I gotta get bum rushed by people that need signatures right now. Everybody's running for something. So when I'm in a calmer, less hangry mood, I'll go up there and I hate going to Food for Less though. I only go to Food for Less because it's close. I hate those big old shopping carts. I hate those yellow and green signs. I hate how rude the cashiers are. I hate going to Food for Less. I just do. I hate it. Like every time I go to Food for Less, I'm like, I feel like I'm on Brewster Place. You guys remember Brewster Place, the song? Do y'all remember the song they used to play put a 1 in the chat if you remember the song they used to play on the women of Brewster Place, or put a 1 if you remember that. Every time I go to Food for Less, I'm gonna have to play it for you. I hate it. I hate it. I'm like, why? Why does this have to be? I hate it. Like, I feel like I want to knock down a wall in the women of Brewster Place. Remember they were knocking down the wall? Maybe I'm too. Hold on. Let me find it. Let me see if they have it, because they usually have it. And this is how it is in Dolton the whole time. But this is a clip from the women of Brewster Place. But it was Vesta. Vesta was the one that sung the song, and she hummed the whole time. And it just makes you feel like super down and sad. And that's how I feel when I go to Food for Less. I be like, oh my gosh, when are y'all gonna help me get up out of here? Like, just help me get up out of this neighborhood, please. But this is how the people look at you at Brewster Place too. I mean, at Food for Less too.
Close your shades last night, and I saw you. I saw the both of you. There you was, standing in the bathroom door, dripping wet and naked as you please. Calling to the other and to put down her book and come over and bring you a clean towel. She ain't got standing in that bathroom door with your naked behind. I saw you. I saw you. I saw you.
This is the Food for Less theme song. Every time you go to Food for Less, it's just, you gotta bag your own groceries. I hate going to a store. I gotta bag my own groceries. I don't even like scanning for my own stuff, but I will if the line is short enough. But of course, Food for Less don't let you do that. But this is the song that plays when you get one of those big shopping carts from Food for Less. Every time I go to Food for Less, this is what plays to get gas, get chicken breast. It's just sad. It's like, it's not a happy place to shop. They have these big yellow signs. They got these buckets of pasta and taco seasoning dumped in the middle when you walk in. The meat just sitting there turning brown. And you walk in there like, oh man, I gotta go to Food for Less. And then the shopping carts are huge. They don't even have the little, you know how you get the little hand basket? Like, they want you to know that you don't have a family. That's why you gotta push this big shopping cart. It's really bad. If you haven't read the book, The Women of Brewster Place, which always the book is really always better, right? But if you haven't seen the movie, it's over there on YouTube. And let me tell you how YouTube been keeping me together with just all these little movies. I was watching Double Jeopardy while I was sewing today, and I forgot that's when all my problems started in life, to see Ashley Judd. Let me know if you saw Double Jeopardy, but just to see Ashley Judd be betrayed by her husband like that, and poor Maddie, like, hello, Maddie. It gets me every time. But yeah, that's what happens when you go to Food for Less. Okay, on to Romeca Mix, and I just wanted to let y'all know that. No, it's those small carts. Okay, so like the little carts you get from like Whole Foods, you know, the small little carts. They don't even have the hand basket. You know what I'm talking about, Tracy? Like that little basket you pick up without the wheels. They don't have that. You gotta get this. One day when I go to Food for Less, I'm gonna show y'all. You get this big old rusty cart with a top and bottom shelf, and it just this Food for Less is not for single people. It's so sad. And then when you go in there, it's like right at you. As soon as you walk in, everything's unhealthy. Okay. They got like 20 pork chops for $1, 30 pounds of ground fat, like not the ground beef that's like 85% beef and then 15% fat or something like that. No. They got the ground beef that's 95% fat and then the 5% meat, and it's in the tube. And then it's just it got the cereal in the puff bag. It got all of that stuff that just is trauma from your childhood, right? Right there when you walk in the door. And then they got a security guard with a gun right there. Like, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? The security guard is armed in case you do steal the 85% fat taco meat for $1 or the 20 pork chops. It's just, I hate Food for Less. Now, I will say I'm glad we have a grocery store in our village. I will say that, but I hate it. It's so depressing. Like, we can't Kroger. It's because Food for Less is nothing but a Kroger. And I've been to Kroger's in like Texas, and it wasn't that depressing. Why is our Food for Less so depressing? Can you guys let me know if y'all Kroger's is like that? The vegetables got flies just swarming around it the whole time. Worms are peeking out the apples like, hello. Like, do y'all grocery store do that? Let me know. Oh, Scott, I love Double Jeopardy. And that's like my background noise. And I get so mad at her husband and the best friend. And who was Tommy Lee Jones, who was a good actor. Like, where is Tommy Lee Jones? He was such a good actor. I was also YouTube, if you guys just need a movie or something. YouTube almost made me cancel this. And look, not sponsored. Not that I have people that would just click, I have an influence or anything like that. But YouTube almost made me cancel my Amazon Prime because I had Amazon Prime for some stuff. Like, I like old movies. But on YouTube, I could see like my 80s movies. Like we talked about, like She-Devil and stuff like that. But they had Double Jeopardy and my favorite movie, No Country for Old Men. No Country for Old Men was such a good movie to me. And he was in that too. He said, you losing your appetite. Yeah, you go in Food for Less. The apple is sitting there. The worm is like, hello, take me home. I'm like, will y'all straighten this up? There is no fish or if you're a pescatarian, definitely don't go to Food for Less. If you're a pescatarian, it's just not good. They have a small little fish counter, and we had a discussion the other day. I was in the grocery store and I saw one of my neighbors, and we were talking about what happened to tilapia. Now, people said tilapia was like man-made fish. I don't know anything about that, but you really don't see tilapia anymore unless you go to Food for Less. It's really strange. The other like fresh places, like we got a Whole Foods in Indiana, you got a Trader Joe's, you got a we got Jewel. You don't see tilapia there. But if you go to Food for Less, you see tilapia sitting right there. It's very strange. I keep my eye on that. Are you talking about the worm? Scott said serve with a side of cucumber salad. Is that the worm? Let's see. Oh, here we go. For dinner, grab some frozen salmon. Oh, you gonna hate when I say salmon. Am I saying y'all? I hate that I say it. I do say it with the L. Sorry, salmon. Let it thaw. Season with garlic powder, pepper, and marinate in some low sodium teriyaki. Or make your own drizzle. Ooh. How do you make teriyaki? See, I'm not even gonna ask because I know Scott knows. I'm like, I never even thought to make my own teriyaki. What is even in teriyaki? I love teriyaki sauce. Drizzle olive oil and bake at 350 for 10 minutes. Yeah, you know I'm Black Scott. I bake everything at 350. Why a 5 square mile town got a government building cosplaying as a club with a promoter? Is the promoter taxpayer funded too? Government funds fixing pools in January and hydrants broken. It's I'll say this, Carefree. You know what I realized? Even in my journey meeting you and everybody else here when we're talking about Dolton, I noticed that a lot of people weren't here for a long time. Okay. And that's not a flex. I wish I wasn't. After I'll say like after 2010, it was no reason for anybody. I don't care. It was no reason for nobody to really want to raise children out here. Sorry, not sorry. I said it. Today, as I was driving home, and yesterday, 8:00 comes, 3:00 comes. You got your crossing guards on the phone, not helping the kids crossing. You got people speeding through the school lanes. Nobody care. You got the kids walking when the light's red. Nobody cares. Fighting right out. Y'all saw it on video. I don't have to lie. Fighting right outside. The school bell ring. They fighting. They fighting on grounds. Nobody care. I feel bad. When I was coming up, or Tiffany, I will also say Tiffany. We had superstars graduating from Thornridge, Thornton, Thornwood. We had superstars. I am curious because I haven't looked this up. Who's been the latest big talent to graduate? Because we had so many people in our area that poured into us. We had Miss Jackson. Now, if you guys don't know who Miss Jackson is, she did stand at a board meeting, so this is not doxing. She stood in the board meeting for Tiffany. Miss Jackson is the sister of Bo Jackson. So we had Bo Jackson, who I ain't seen in 100 years. Where's Bo Jackson at? Our gym teacher was Bo Jackson's sister. She didn't have to be here. Our music teacher was Mr. Eames. Mr. Eames shaped people like Selena Johnson, the guy that played Lafayette on True Blood, Nelson Ellis, football star Reggie Hayward, comedian D. Ray Davis. We had so many. We could go back. I'm just saying, in my era, we don't have that anymore. And you go to Thornton, look at the people you have. Even with Thornton, you got Napoleon Harris, who is in his own right a football star and a football player, I guess. I don't know about football. So football player. And also became a football player. And when that didn't work out, he came around and got into politics because people poured into him. We had people like Don Core Parker that went to school with me, and Frank Zuccarelli poured into him, and he was able to change his life around and become a coach. I don't know if we have anything like we used to have. Eddie Curry, a basketball legend, right? Like, I don't know if we have anything like that now in District 205. And we had Gardis Watts on the show, and he was talking about District 148, and we have 149. And I see the kids just slipping through the cracks. You know, the test score is so low and stuff. Now, I wasn't a scholar by any means, but it's really weird to see. I see all these people who graduated in the 90s so successful, whether it be medical field, having their own business, barber shops, owning this, that. I don't see that anymore from coming from these districts. You know? So, oh, Tracy, we are sending you prayers, my love. Please pray for Tracy. We wishing you the best, babe. Oh yeah, Carefree. Ain't nobody, they don't care about these kids. They don't care about kids. And the kids now, they are so grown. They just walking out of school, crossing the street, nobody holding hands. I'm like, what is going on? Hey, Chavis. Is the current administration harassing wealthy Black people for extra money? I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know, I haven't been following up because and that's why I wanted to do a chit chat about Dolton for you guys for like 2 seconds, because what I do notice is it's not a new administration or a current one. It's the same one, just Tiffany's not a part of it, right? So these are the same people you're dealing with, guys. And I felt like the YouTube community, I saw the other day, which I will not be covering, and it's no shade. I saw that they put Andrew Holmes back out there. I don't know Andrew and what he doing or what he didn't do or none of his business. I don't know. But what I do know is, and I want to put a period there. We don't know. Andrew could be the biggest creep of the week we ever met. But what I do know is what I saw with my own eyes happening with the smear campaigns for everybody else. So I won't be entertaining anything that they have to say about anything, because at the end of the day, Fania didn't get any justice. So why would I listen to you? You know what I mean? Like, not saying the girl, I'm saying the people. The media see all this other stuff going on, and they have nothing to say. They want to focus on the man that made $500,000 a year. That's fine, but wasn't he making $500,000 a year for the last 100 years? And y'all said nothing. That man at that school district been making $500,000 a year the last 120 years. Y'all said no words. He didn't just start making that, and he got a raise. Do you think that man's children go to school out here with us? No. Do you think any of those administration people children go to school out here with us? No. So that's what I think about it. That's what I think about it. Who is currently living in Dolton that's affluent and Black? We used to have a lot of people. Remember, we had Jane Lynch, Pop Staples, Richard Roper. We had a lot of people, but we had, what was his name? Anthony Mason lived here. What did he play? Basketball, right? Anthony Mason lived here. We had a lot of people that lived in Dolton for a little bit, but nope. I wouldn't live here if I was. Look, matter of fact, 1999 live stream goal. Get me out of here, 1999 at a time. All right, y'all. I love talking Dolton. But it gets so tight because people get a little sensitive when you telling the truth. And it's just what it is. Like, now, can I blame the administration or teachers? No, I blame a community. Like, we all have to get tighter within our community. Do I go in my garage and not say a dang thing to the new people that move next door? Yeah. I didn't go. Remember back in the day, people would give you a welcome basket and come next door. We don't do that. People be like, mind your business. It's totally different. And coming from what I've seen over the years, living here where our neighbors were white, we were like one of 3 Black families on our block when we first got here. And then our neighbor, my neighbor, she was so cool. And her kids moved her out of Dolton. I remember that. But I used to sneak my son's father in the house. True story. And I was in high school, and she was I would try to sneak him around the back on her side of the house. Y'all, tea time. So she called my dad. She called my mom. And this is when we had house phones. I was like, I unplugged the phones from the house. It was so bad. So what this lady did, she came in her house coat. You know how she dressed like Sophia from Golden Girls. She came in her house coat, knocked on the door, rang the bell, and said, "Yeah, I just saw a boy come around the block, come around to your door and left." That's the kind of neighbors we had back then. It was so bad. I'm like, I'm just gonna take the phone out because my parents, it wasn't a phone in every room. So if you unplugged like 2 and it didn't ring, so we had a second number. Remember, y'all used to have 2 numbers in the house? We had a second number downstairs. She didn't know that one. So I said, oh, if I just unplug it, it's late. They sleep. They got to go to work in the morning. No, baby. She came and rang the bell and knocked on the door. Oh, I hate her. Shout out to her, though. She probably saved my life. Shout out to her. She, that's the kind of neighbors we had. Now it's everybody mind their business. And that brings me to the Romeca case that I'm going to talk about next, because right now they're looking for witnesses in the Romeca case. But we hear the witness who I believe is credible. She was a young lady with a Hispanic accent. She was on the scene and she called into the Messy Sweet Spot. Shout out to Gigi live. And her story did not change. But one thing she said was, I don't want to be on the stand. I don't want to go to the police station. And I have to blame social media, because people were even making fun of her and calling her a liar in the court of public opinion. So that's really sad. Yeah. They won't speak to police. So let's go to Naja Hall. So I want to talk about Naja Hall because she is the one that broke a story the other day about Romeca, and she is telling us, because you guys know I don't come for other content creators. I learned that from Funky Deneva. I don't come for other content creators, but I think that she tells us that she's a credible source and she's a journalist. This is totally different. So I want to talk about when she went live and she told us that she had another witness that came forward in the Romeca case. Now, if you don't know who Romeca is a 31-year-old single mom that was gunned down in front of her child's school. I do not care if it was a block away, 2 blocks away. It was close enough for me. By her baby daddy's other baby mama. Okay, so poor Romeca is now deceased. And it's a business in her name. People are making money off her name. I have a love-hate relationship with this right now because I feel like please still talk about it. Please. Say her name. Don't let her name die. But the people that I don't like are the ones that are making up fake GoFundMe's and things of that nature. I don't think that's fair to the family, to her son, to who she was. So this is Naja. Naja said that she had a witness that said they were on the scene around the time Romeca was killed and murdered. And they did not want their voice heard, nor did they want to. Sorry, guys. They did not want their voice heard, nor did they want to type out their statement. Naja did it all for them, and she read the statement. Basically, this person is telling us that Romeca was the aggressor. Okay. It's on Naja's YouTube. It's up there. The only reason I'm covering it, like I said, she says she's a fair journalist and she prides herself in being a journalist. So she is saying that this witness came to her, or she found this witness, and she has another witness. Both witnesses are saying they do not want to go to the police. Now, I want to give my take on, everyone is commenting basically that this witness was on Carlos' side and Holly's side. Holly is the killer. What I want to say is I have a reason that they would use Naja. Now, Naja also had Carlos come to her page. Not she physically did. Carlos came to Naja's page and did a comment, and she commented back. Now, I want to leave you with this tidbit on why that happened. Okay. Let's go to Naja's. We're on her page, right? She's talking about all the places she has been, but she is a part of a community of step parents and step parents that curse a little bit. Okay. Let me go to that. Let's see if it's on here. Yeah. So this is some of her books. Girl Bye, Mindset Makeover, Journal for Stepmoms That Cuss a Little. How Blended Family Drama Brings Up Unresolved Trauma, and Journal for Stepmoms. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up. This could be that she's thinking, this is my assumption, this is not facts. But when I started to research Naja a little bit, I said, so I'm assuming she's a stepmom, right? Or she had a stepmom, right? She's married. When she read yesterday that, which I did not believe the witness at all. If it's, I'm saying witness with air quotes. I did not believe the witness at all when the witness said that Romeca was going for Holly's baby in the back seat, and that's why Holly had to shoot. I don't believe that 1 second. That's no way I believe that. Don't know Romeca, do not claim to know Romeca, but that girl, no. Do I think that Naja is going to take it to the side of being the new wife, the new baby mama, the new? Yes. After I started to look at what she had on her platform and about Romeca versus Holly. When I saw this, I said, oh, maybe she is taking this angle because that's what she's seen. And if someone did drop that tea to her that they were on the scene, and they saw this and this is what was happening, Romeca was the aggressor, she's definitely using a little bit of her past, possibly, to fill in those gaps. And that's what I want to say about this. I was like, okay, now I get it. Because why would she allow Carlos to comment on her page? Like, it should not, not to say he's not, he's the worst person in the world, right now. but not that he can't comment. But when I saw that, I said, okay, then this seems a little bit, she's been through it before. And that's my chit chat for today, because I don't want to be long-winded. So I'm gonna get back to work. Thank you so much. Why was I fast? I invited him over to study, Chavis. All right, you guys. Look, see, y'all. I'm just fast. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. See, judge ye, not ye be judged. Isn't that somewhere in the Bible? Judge ye, judge. Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Today is Wednesday. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hit the like button. Y'all, we're gonna have to do a video about cars too. Y'all really tripped me out with your first car. So when we end this, we'll do a video another day where we could put the picture of the car, the replica of the car that you had up. I think that would be so cool. Y'all had some sharp first cars. Oh my goodness. I thought I was doing something with a Chevy Cavalier, but I wanted a Beretta or a Dodge Neon. Y'all really tripped me out. All right, you guys. You take care of yourself and each other. Hit the like button on the way out, and I appreciate you. Until next time. Bye.